Hello and namaste. My name is Brandon Foltz, and I teach statistics and other mathy things here on YouTube. If you like this video, please subscribe and ring that bell for more. In this problem walkthrough video, we will review scatter plots to prepare you for linear regression. I know your time is very valuable, so let's go ahead and get started. In Europe and Asia, m-commerce is popular. M-commerce users have special mobile phones that work like electronic wallets, as well as provide phone and internet services. Users can do everything from paying for parking to buying a TV set or soda from a machine to banking to checking sports scores on the internet. For the years 2000 through 2004, was there a relationship between the year and the number of m-commerce users? Construct a scatter plot. Let X be the year and Y equal the number of m-commerce users in millions. So before we do this scatter plot, I want to point out a few things that I actually had to add to this chart that are very instructive for you. First of all, this chart had no tick marks or other numbers on the Y-axis on the left other than 0 and 50. That is not good practice at all when you're making charts. So I actually had to add them in there. There were no lines in the chart for me to actually graph on. I had to add those in there. And then I put 2 tick marks down here in the lower left because when we're spanning, 0 to 2000 years, we should let our users know that we're shortening that time frame. Now, of course, there were no mobile phones in the year 0. That's common sense. However, because we're starting at the year 2000 and then going up 2002, 2004, we should still probably go ahead and put these 2 tick marks there to let our users know that there is a time period there we're not accounting for. It's just good practice. Also, if you notice, there is no title on this graph at all, which is very bad data visualization practice. So we should put something like m-commerce users over time. And you'd even say 2000 to 2004. Always make sure when you make very basic charts like this to label your axes, label your tick marks, and give it a title so we know what we're actually looking at. Let's go ahead and graph this data. So first, we can see that in the year 2000, they had 500,000 users. So that is actually pretty close to the bottom here where 2000 is. So we got that dot. Then we have 20 million users in 2002. So here's 2002. We'll go up to about 20, which is about right here. We can see that if we go over, we're right at about 20 on our axis. And then for 2003, we're going to be at 33 million. So 2003 is not listed here. So we're going to make sure we kind of give ourselves a frame of reference. We're at 33 million. So we go up to just above this line here. There's our 33 million. And then finally, for 2004, we have 47 million. So I'm going to go to the black here. So 47 million, which is almost all the way up here, right there. So what can we say about this pattern or relationship? Well, we can see here that this fits a pretty linear shape. So it would appear that the relationship between the time in years and the number of users that m-commerce had follows a basic linear equation or a linear regression model. And of course, this would allow us to predict other things. In this example, there is no figure for 2001, but because we kind of have the data for all the other years, if I were to go to 2001, say about right here, and then go up to where the line is, right about here, we could make a pretty good prediction that the number of users in 2001 was, say, right around maybe 12 million for 2001. So that is how we can make inferences and predictions for data we don't necessarily have. And there's a fancy name for that called interpolation, where we're actually finding values for numbers we don't have. In this case, it's 2001, which is not over here on our chart, but we could use the regression line to make a good prediction about what that might be. Okay, so that wraps up this video. Before you go, please check out some of the other content I have here on my channel. That being said, I appreciate you spending some of your valuable time with me. I wish you all the best in your work and in your studies, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.